Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Mr. Robot Season 4, Episode 11. If you want to see my reaction videos about the last episodes and maybe the episode 10, I'm gonna put the links just right here in the eye. About the last episode, you know, I'm seeing it since the beginning. All of this season, they are writing all of this season with the theme of Christmas, and they are writing each episode in a different way with references about Christmas things. Like we had the episode with Mr. Scrooge fairy tale atmosphere. It was the episode about Tyrell. We had one which was really about action, movies, references about Christmas like Die Hard and stuff like that. And after that, and it was also the episode with No Talking Thing. After that, we had also the episode with old movies references. It was the episode when we learned what was happening, you know, with Mr. Robot, why Elliot created Mr. Robot. And the last episode, you know, I didn't see it at first, or maybe a little. I knew that they were making the last episode like a romantic, you know, movie with romantic movies references and stuff like that. And of course they had to make one because Christmas romantic comedies are existing, you know. So of course it had to be a theme, you know, a way of writing one episode for this season about Christmas, and it was about Dom and Darlene, and you know that I was shipping them, so I was really excited about the last episode, during the last episode, at the end of the last episode. And I said it was too good to be true. I was not believing into it, but you know what? I fall into that trap and I fall into it really pretty deep. Like, okay, I wanted it to happen, and I know that the end of the last episode is better because they are not finishing together, and Dom is going to begin a new life maybe with her new identity, and she doesn't have to worry about anyone, about anything, and that's why she's finally sleeping, you know, into that plane. And Darlene, she can't change who she is, but she's really getting better. She had an anxiety episode, but she took care of herself because she can do it. And you know, in fact, I'm glad that she's not leaving US, because maybe it means that she's gonna meet Elliot again during this season. She's gonna help him, and I love that because I love her relationship with her brother. And I was really, you know, in denial during the last episode. I saw it during the editing of the video. I was really in denial of the fact that they were saying goodbye at each other, you know. I was like, okay, they're saying goodbye, but just for the show, because of course they're gonna meet again in their life. We're not gonna see it on screen, but it was not the final goodbye for them. It was just the final goodbye for them into the show. I was really into denial, so that's why maybe I'm glad that she's not really leaving the country. It means that maybe she's gonna see her brother again, you know. Okay, so now we are over with the hack about the Deus group. We are over with, you know, Dom. She's safe, she's fine, we don't have to worry about her again. We are almost over with Darlene. She made also that hack, you know, during the last episode, giving money to everyone and stuff like that. So now we have really to finish the White Rose situation, you know. Okay, she was arrested during the last episode, but are we really over with her? I mean, I'm not seeing her being in prison for good. I'm really seeing her as someone with the diplomatic free card. So I can't see that happening, her being really in jail. I think that she's gonna be out of business, you know, in prison, not in jail. We'll see about that. Of course, we have to understand what was happening, what was our project, what is happening, you know, in Washington Township, what was happening also with Elliot's family and Angela's family. We know that something was going on right there, we know that something happened, but we don't really know what. And of course this project, I don't know. I don't know what it can be really. We know some things about it, but I know that some of you, some of the fans are expecting something like a travel time machine or something, you know, to reborn people. I don't know how to say it in English, to take people who are dead and then they are not dead, like it was something that White Rose promised to a lot of people, and I'm not sure that I want that to happen, because for me this show is not about that. It's not about fantastic stuff, it's not about stuff that can't happen in our lives. Like, this show is really about what can be realistic, what can happen in our society now. So far it was about that, and it was something that I really loved into that show, and that I'm still loving into that show, the fact that all of what is happening into that show can happen really into our society. All of the society subjects, you know, about the money, about the business, about the politics that can use their powers to do bad stuff, to play with money, and people are losing money because of them. All of that, you know, it was about things that can be happening. So I don't want the writers to go, you know, in a fantastic path, you know, for the end of the show, for the end of this final season, going into a fantastic path. I'm not sure that it can be a good idea, because so far they were really realistic about all of what happened. Even if sometimes we had crazy stuff, each time it was explained, each time there was a reason behind that. You know, even for Elliot, even for his other personalities, all can be explained, all has a reason to happen. And I'm believing into them, you know. I'm really trusting the writers to write the perfect end, the perfect answers, because so far they never disappointed me. They were always surprising me, and in a good way, you know, with things, you know, that I didn't even imagine into my crazy series. So yes, that can be great. About my series, okay, short resume. One of my series is about that fourth personality that they are waiting for, you know, the mom, the dad and the kids' personalities. They are waiting for another personality, and my series is they are waiting for the Elliot that we are seeing on screen, because the Elliot that we are seeing on screen is not the real Elliot, but it's one of the personality, and the real Elliot is gonna come into the end on screen. That's why the mom said something like, this poor little boy, he didn't wake up since a long time, and stuff like that. That's my theory about that personality. I had one about Sam Esnell being that personality, but I'm not liking it, not anymore. I had one also about another character being that personality, but I'm not believing into that anymore. And also, I have this theory about Tyrell, about the episode about Tyrell, you know. I'm having that theory about the fact that one Tyrell was real and one Tyrell was created by Elliot since the beginning. That's why during that episode, that Mr. Scrooge episode, that Tyrell died but not really, and that's why he saw that blue light and went into that white screen, because that false Tyrell died in fact or disappeared, you know, because Elliot said it, he didn't need Tyrell anymore, so that's why it disappeared like that. That's my theory. And you know, for me it's strange that for now no one is talking about the fact that Tyrell disappeared, you know. If he really died or if something really happened to him, they are not talking about him, and in this society, in this universe, is someone important. So if he really disappeared, they would have talked about it, they would have said it on the news, we would have heard it, you know, on TV or on radio, and we didn't hear anything about it. So that's why I'm suspecting that, you know, that's why I'm still having this theory about Tyrell. Okay, I'm talking a lot and I don't have a lot of time today to watch this episode, so I'm gonna stop right now and let's go for this episode 11. We're almost at the end. I'm feeling a little melancholic, but I want to have the answers about my questions. I want to see what they wrote for that final season, to give us answers about everything. And again, I'm trusting the writers to write something good, to make the good decisions. But on the other hand, I'm a little scared about all of the fans being so, excited about a fantastic series, about something like that. I don't know. We'll see. Let's go. What about that recap? What about them talking about the different lives that you can have? I said it, I'm not really voting for the fantastic, answer for all of that. I love this show because it's a realistic show. You are still into the recap or not? You have to come with us. Like I said, I can't imagine her being really into jail.
You were looking for Minister John. He isn't here.
Okay.
He's only like us.
So she was not arrested?
Never been on one before.
We're gonna see Elliot after that scene. Oh.
I've been through a lot, darling.
We didn't see that?
Thank you for never giving up on me.
Oh!
We really pulled this off, didn't we?
No, I'm not gonna cry! It's not even
Fuck yeah.
10 minutes.
You know, you really started to grow on me ever since you stopped being such a dickhead.
That was a goodbye also for Mr. Robot. That's a sweet attention, coming from Darwin.
Goddamn nuclear power plant. We fuck up, this will cause a meltdown.
The right malware can corrupt the machine's entire system.
We're done. Remember? This is what we agreed to. That's what last night was. Stick with
You
the
agreed
plan.
with
You
who?
leave. Besides, it would take you forever to write that malware anyway.
He already did it.
You've already written it.
Wasn't that hard?
Nah!
Rose isn't dead until her machine is.
Since when did her machine become our goal?
You get it.
What do you know? He's acting like he knows something already about that machine.
Go down this path. It'll never end. There'll always be something else. We gotta move on.
I understand what you are. My theory, they are calling him back.
Maybe you should go with them. I'm not shutting you up. I want to do this one on my own.
Ah! I don't know. You know about my theory about this Elliot being one of the personalities of the real Elliot? Ah! It's matching with my theory, but on the other hand, I don't know. Okay, but he's going and he's going alone. Really? We know that Darlene is gonna be still in US at the end. I think that there is a theme also for this episode, but so far I'm not having it. Someone is dead? They left? That's why we saw the cars going like that? That's too easy. Something happened. They all left a nuclear power plant? Villains. Because there is an attack going on? I don't know. Okay, do your stuff and leave, please. I'm saying that, but I'm sure that it's not gonna happen like that. I'm gonna be blocked. It's done? Of course! If we add a shooter into nuclear power plant, of course police is gonna come. But it means that you are with the killer now into that place? How can you get out? I know, too many questions.
You're in the wrong place.
Oh, that's not good. Is it Mr. Robot who is singing? Okay, musics are gonna be really important during this episode. Are you ready? I'm not sure I am. That's strange, the fact that we're not seeing their heads. Do we know one of them? What? Resurrection? No, stop with that! I don't like this theory about fantastic stuff. Okay, open mind. You trust the writers. Trust them with that. Yes, you're there. I'm not really surprised.
This isn't gonna work on me. What are you referring to?
You know, your speech.
The book my dad used to read. Even though 30 years
Okay.
from now. This procedure has never been about brainwashing. I wasn't born who I was meant to be, and it cost me a lot. The world around us, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the pain it causes.
So what? You want to go to another world?
You don't help or you want to destroy it.
She wants to create a new one, a new world. I'm not sure about what she believes.
I'm the one that hates people. We are the root of everything that is wrong, that we don't stand a chance. We are told this.
Okay, what is your point? I'm not in the Matrix, you know? Okay, I understand what you are believing. What did you do? What are you doing?
People that drives me. We're just dealt a bad hand by a world unfit for us. Hatred has been your anthem. I hate people.
No, you don't believe in people, but I'm not sure that you are hating really people.
People I loved. People I've trusted. But then they're absolute worst to me.
Except for Darlene.
Fuck society.
Society, but not people. I'm not...
Society deserves to be hated for everything. And then there are some people out there, but they refuse to let you hate them. In fact, they care about you in spite of it. No matter what you do to them, they take it. They care about you anyway.
No, I'm not gonna cry.
They don't
You're
abandon
lying.
you. No matter how many reasons you give them, no matter how much you're practically begging them to leave, because they feel something for me that I can't.
Elliot.
They love me.
They do, Elliot. They really do.
And for all the pain I've been through, that kills me. A break. But we keep going. And there's not a fall. That's what makes us. I will not give up on this world. And I speak for everyone when I say, fuck you.
Yes, please! He changed so much. I'm so proud of him.
I thought we shared a vision.
Oh, fuck you.